doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal. Okay, so today's game is kinda a sequel to an arcade classic, but not really. It's actually a sequel in name only. If you guys remember your NES history or your gaming history, Midway did the original arcade version of Spy Hunter. Sunsoft handled the NES port of Spy Hunter. So in the very early 90s, Sunsoft had this title on the Famicom called Battle Formula. They decided that they wanted to port that title to the NES, and they were trying to find a good way to do so. So they already had this legacy kinda from releasing the US port of the NES version of Spy Hunter. And they decided that they would put that name on this title. So, while it was called Battle Formula on the Famicom, in the US we got Super Spy Hunter. Now, this title really has nothing to do with the original Spy Hunter title. It's, like I said, it's a sequel in name only. You control the super-powered sports car with a myriad of different weapons. You pick up power-ups along the way from destroying these different trucks that have these little panels with letters on top of them. And you collect the letters as they float to the bottom of the screen. This title is a lot more of a traditional shmup than Spy Hunter was, than the original Spy Hunter was. It moves very fast. It's actually pretty fast for a shmup, period. The only thing that keeps it from being what would be designated as a bullet hell shmup or dojin shmup is the fact that there aren't a lot of enemies that are on screen at one time. You can also control your speed kinda on this title, because you can slow yourself down by holding down on a control pad and up on a control pad speeds you up. It's a number of different levels. There's a boss at each level. At the end of each level, there's branching paths to get you to that boss. A lot of really cool things that kind of make this game seem bigger than it is. Sunsoft was really good at that kind of thing. They did that with Blaster Master, making the game feel a lot bigger than it was by having you do a lot of backtracking and things like that. This game does, because of the fact that it has the branching paths and things like that, it does the same thing. Graphically, this game is superb. Sound-wise, it's a Sunsoft game on the NES. Sound-wise, it's impeccable. Control-wise, it's sharp. This game is fantastic, and honestly, it did not need the Spy Hunter name in order to sell. They could have just thrown Battle Formula on there, the original title, not changed the thing, and this game would have pushed units because it's a quality game. Now, finding a copy of Super Spy Hunter is not as easy as finding a copy of the original Spy Hunter. And for some weird reason, I thought this title also released on the Super NES. I must have been mistaken just because of the title having Super in it. We make mistakes like that. Oh well. But Super Spy Hunter or Battle Formula, whatever you want to call it, it's a fine video game. A very good game. And honestly, you'd be cheating yourself out of a quality shmup if you did not play Super Spy Hunter. This has been the 8-Bit Animal. I'll catch you beautiful people tomorrow.